This happened just recently, and it sounds almost impossible. A piece of a SpaceX rocket has crashed into the moon, and nobody was controlling it. Yes, you heard that right. A rocket launched from Earth ended up hitting the moon more than a year later. But how did that even happen? And what does gravity have to do with it? What happened? On August 5th, 2026, a leftover part of a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket hit the moon at about 8,700 kilometers per hour. It wasn't a planned landing. It was an accidental impact. Where did it come from? The story actually began more than a year earlier. On January 15th, 2025, this Falcon 9 rocket launched from Florida carrying 2 lunar landers. One of them, Firefly's Blue Ghost, successfully reached the moon. The surprising part. After the mission, the rocket's upper stage was left traveling through space. It didn't have enough fuel to simply return to Earth, so it continued moving through space, following a path controlled by gravity. How did gravity do this? And here's where things get interesting. Earth, the moon, and the sun are constantly pulling objects through space with gravity. Even tiny changes in an object's trajectory can eventually make a huge difference. Over time, the rocket's path changed enough to cross the moon. The rocket stage, weighing several tons, slammed into the lunar surface at around 5,400 miles per hour. Because the moon has almost no atmosphere, there was no thick layer of air to slow it down. The impact kicked up lunar material. Why this is important? This wasn't the first time human-made hardware accidentally hit the moon. But as more missions travel toward the moon, events like this are becoming increasingly interesting to scientists. They can help researchers understand lunar impacts and the growing amount of human-made hardware traveling through space. So remember this, that rocket wasn't sent to crash into the moon. It was simply left traveling through space, and gravity eventually brought it there. Imagine launching something from Earth, and more than a year later, watching it end up on the moon. Did you ever think something like this could happen? If you love surprising facts, curious discoveries, and powerful stories that make you think, subscribe to Whispers of Wisdom, because the next fact might completely change the way you see the world.